Welcome back, everybody, to the show. How's it going? Good morning. Good morning or good evening to some of you guys. Actually, I'm having a trade on. By the way, I'm shorting NQ. You wanna get? See ya. Good morning. Crazy Chris, hello. Andrea Hochmint. Yonix, how you doing, man? Louise, hello. What's up? And Mirovsky is here. Hello, welcome. Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that this will go to that 154.25. That's the gap on the mini. So on the micro, it's 4 points lower. Street Beats, hello, good morning. Hey, thank you so much, Street Beats. I appreciate the support very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nálam is minden oké, köszönöm. I love when fellow Hungarian traders are joining the stream, you know. Although it's, I mean, it's still well, not so early in the morning, but oh my gosh, this week is gonna be a real roller coaster. I guess we can agree on that. This is going to be a real roller coaster. So the idea is that we should, you know, go down to that gap. If not, then maybe it's better to, you know, just stay on alert. Actually, I might take off 2 micros of this. I'm not sure. It's getting very close. In Seattle, let's go. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the kind words, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I appreciate the thoughts. Thank you for the support. Well, we're still kind of hovering here. I thought that we were gonna go down to this gap, but so far I might even take off 2 micros from this. Actually, I just did. So Hold on. I had to make sure, because you know this market is a little bit tricky, so I took off majority of the position. All right, so it's at break even now. Of course, now it's the time when it's go. Oh, anyway, no problem. Good morning, Mark. Hello. Thank you so much. It's just ranging. Kind of hoping that we hit that one 54.25. But yeah, I lost an Apex evaluation account at the market open. I was trying to go for the gap, but it didn't go for it. So it is what it is. But now I'm kind of hoping that it will tag that level. If not, you know. Pochi, hello. Trading last month was, well, let's just say it was a little bit rough. Only a payout from Bulenox, which was $2,800. And I lost a couple of funded accounts and evaluation accounts. So it was a rough month in January, I would say. Serial, hello. Good morning. It was a bit of a rough month. Okay, just making sure everything checks out perfectly. How's everybody doing, by the way? How was the weekend? I hope everybody had some good time. Look at this. Wow. I was going back. Repricing this fair value gap. Hopefully that's all. I think I made the right choice of taking off 2 micros. Just in case, you know. And yeah, I haven't really checked the details, but it seems like there is a restriction on gold at MyFundedFutures now as well. But I don't know. I haven't read the details yet, so I have to read it. We'll go down, grab liquidity around 175. I agree. So, yeah, I took liquidity here, and also this inversion gap has been nicely, like, respected. It didn't go higher to that upper 5-minute gap above 204 yet. So it would be interesting to see if it does. If it does, well, it is what it is. But yeah, you know what? If it goes up there, I would be keeping an eye on that. One, that's a 1 minute, right? Oh, that's also a 5-minute. Okay. The high is 203.75. 203.75. Okay, so that's a 5/1 minute CB, or you can call it fair value gap. Now, maybe we have to keep an eye on that, because it seems like that's where it's heading to. Same as TOMSABO, right? Yeah. Lots of fake outs, yeah, and lots of squeeze movements here, like squeezing buyers, sellers all the way. I mean, everybody wants to get down to that 150 level or 154. And thank God I took partial TP down there, so I don't care about this 1 micro. But Like I can feel that everybody is, I mean, most likely retail traders are loaded up with short positions, and I guess lots of stops above 200 here. A lot of stops. Big range shops. Maybe because everyone wants, yeah, everybody wants to see 150. Now the level on the mini is 154.25. The level on the micro is 150.25. So I'm gonna go with the closest one, which is the mini, 154.25 on the mini. So that is my exit level. Actually 154 to be honest. What's the level? No, 153.75. Sorry, that's 153.75. My TP is at 154. What? Okay, 153.75 is on the mini. So yeah. Previous day high level being strong today. It seems like it, yeah. Seems like it. This is a very interesting scenario. Only go with the mini. Yeah, yeah, the mini, I usually think like this. If there's a level closer, I mean, I always go with the closer level. If the micro would be having a closer gap level here, I would go with the micro. But in this case, the mini has the closest level at 153.75. So that's why my TP is 54.25, you know, just in case. But, you know. Took partials, I'm okay. Oh, 5 points below, yeah. I mean, nothing wrong if you're using the mini levels. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Actually, that's a good thing. But no, I usually go with the closer. I mean, I always check like which one is closer. And that's why I put this marker here, 153.75. Look at this. Wow. The bulls are really fighting here. They're really trying to push it. Spread, yeah. Yeah, because of spread. Yes. It's all I do the same most of the time, except this morning. But yeah, usually I try to take my positions off a few points earlier. So let me just check the usual things, which are the numbers. Thank you so much, by the way, for watching the stream and being here. Let's see the numbers. We are having 102 viewers and 17 likes. Thank you, everybody. Can we push it to 50 likes? Can we do that? Of course we can. Can we do it too? Can we go to 50 likes? Was it 187? Could be. Yeah. I can see that happening. And actually, that's no good for my stop. But, you know, once we're up there, I can actually imagine that we can revisit that that CB up there. Hold on. Let me put a marker at 203. So, you know, let's just keep watching for that level. I can absolutely imagine the market pushing up there to the 200s, and then maybe. But then we have to watch for some signs of a possible drop. So maybe waiting for a possible reversal in this CB to go lower. You know, that could be something good. Birovsky says, hell yeah. Let's do it. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's see it. We are having 34 likes already. Thank you. So can we get to 50? It would be super easy to do it. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, I'm going back to the gym. And by the way, I found my old cell phone. You guys want to see it? It's right here. It's an Ericsson T28. Look at this, baby. It's an Ericsson T28. Oh yeah. Look at that. It's a real classic flip phone. So you can just like, boom. Look at how cute it is. An absolutely great piece of machinery. I used this in like 26 years ago. 26 years ago, this phone. Yeah. The battery is, unfortunately, it's done, so I can't turn it on. I'm not sure. Whoa, we just hit that. Nice. So the battery is done. That's the problem. Oh, why my stop order is still there? Okay, now it's not there. So we tagged the new week opening gap high on the mini, but not on the micro. This phone is super hard to find, but you know, I have a better thing. I think it's right here. Down there. The beat. Hold on. What is better, holding one phone of the same kind, holding two phones of the same kind? Actually, I think this is not even the same. Oh, it's not even the same. This is the T28 and this is the T29. So this is the T28 and this is the T29. Hello. T28, T29. Actually, this was the one. This was the one. Oh, the battery is already. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Uh-oh. I think the phone is broken, by the way. Unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately. But yeah. This is the T28. Okay, so we went down and tagged the level down there. I wonder if it can still work, you know. I'm wondering. If this would still start. Okay. Okay, now we tagged the micro as well. So the micro has been tagged. And now comes the question, where do we go, right? 39 likes, let's go. Can we go to 50? Curry Fishbowl, forget to say hello. And to 52H as well. Hello, do you trading? Yes, I'm trading NASDAQ. This is micro NASDAQ. Currently, I had the short position just earlier, and my target was to go down to the gap. But yes, trading sometimes a little bit of gold as well. It depends, but yeah, I have to check on the details of the restrictions at MyFundedFutures. Like it seems like many prop firms are, not many, but more and more prop firms are trying to restrict gold trading. TRADEIFY is not restricting gold trading, by the way. It's basically 99.9% the same. A few points here and there could be different. Yes, I mean I would say okay, 98% the same exact thing as the mini. So it's still going through the CME. Chicago Mercantile Exchange, everything is the same. Some values are off with 1 or 2 ticks here and there, or a point usually, but like 98% is the same. So MyFundedFutures restricted gold trading. I'm just reading the announcement. I haven't really checked the details. I gotta check it. Hold on. Platform announcements. No. Market that implements a trade with users. Okay, that's not it. Notice board. Okay. Additional position limits. Okay, so here it is. Due to increased market volatility, blah, 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 aligned with industry. Restricted products are gold, silver, okay, copper, platinum, natural gas, even natural gas, okay. Additional position limits, micro contracts only. Maximum open position by contract size. Okay, so basically you can still trade gold and silver, but with 2 micro contracts. So you can only trade micros. On the 50K, you can trade 2 micros. On the 100K, 4 micros. On the 150K, 6 micros on gold. And on the 25K, you can trade 1 micro contract on gold. So basically, it's a restriction a little bit, temporarily only. But yeah. What are my thoughts on gold? Yeah, we haven't really talked about gold today. I think gold is gonna go down. That's what I think. And by the way, it looks good to go down. I think it should go down into this 26 area. Because there is a level, specifically a bullish order block at 26. What's the level again? Hold on. Now obviously be careful with this level. 25.5 on the micro gold, to be exact, on this 25.5. So yeah, that is what I'm thinking about the situation. I think it would be great for gold to hit that level, and then we will see the reaction. So 5,025.5 should be tagging it. If not now, then maybe later. And in the bigger picture, now it's a big question. Is this all-time high? No, it's not. We have almost relative equal highs up there at 69. So this one can turn easily. There is liquidity below 24.2, I'm sure. I mean, nothing's ever sure, but no. Kind of new here. Welcome, Jonathan. Jonathan Scobia. Oh, sorry, I butchered your name there, but welcome to the channel. Good to see you here. Welcome. How do you trade the midnight level EST? In generally curious. I'm not really trading it. It's not part of my strategy. It's there because I'm just genuinely. I mean, I like to see it there to give me a perspective of how we are doing throughout the day. This is not part of my main strategy at all. It's nothing. I mean, not nothing, but it's not part of my main strategy. I'm just kind of observing it. It just gives me a sort of like an anchor point or something, like, okay, how we are doing throughout the day. If it's New York session already, I can actually see like, okay, is this a negative day so far? So one thing, I'm not measuring the daily candle from the 6 p.m. reset timer, right? So I'm not doing that. And gold just went down to that level that we talked about. Look at that. So I'm not using the 6 p.m. reset timer. I'm using the New York midnight level as the true day, as they say it in smart money circles or concepts, but I'm not like an ICT freak, or I'm not a cult member or something like that. But I do like the concept of having the so-called true day starting at New York midnight. And actually, this concept comes from Larry Williams as well, which is who is a much older veteran in trading. And anyway, I do like this scenario, and I'm not using it. It's not part of my strategy, but it gives me an idea. If we are heavily in the red, like below the midnight level, kind of tells me that possible buy positions are in favor. If we're oversold, then maybe, you know, reversal positions are, you know, much more favorable. But not really part of my strategy. Okay, going down. Gold went down quite a bit. It's like Jonathan, but Portuguese. Ah, Jonathan. All right. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, something like that. It's not really a super important level, but gives me some idea. Like, especially if the price would go back to midnight level, that would just indicate me that there's still indecision throughout the day. If we just cannot stretch away from the midnight level, that kind of gives me the idea that, okay, you know, direction is still not decided yet. The far are we getting from that level kind of gives me the bigger picture. Like, okay, we're getting more bearish, or vice versa. And then I'm going to be looking for some levels here and there, but nothing special more than that. So Loving Nature Guy is here in the flesh. Hello, everybody. Hello, Loving Nature Guy. What's up? We are having 46 likes, 136 viewers, which is super amazing. So all we need to do, you know, the rule of 50%, can we get to a little bit higher? Just a little bit higher, everyone. Can we get to 65? 65 likes, everyone. 65. I promise I'll stop at 100. Never suffer. Good morning. Have a nice week, you too. Life is good. Life is great. We had a short position a little bit earlier. So that hit the TP. And for now, I'm just kind of waiting, you know. Still kind of waiting. Let's find some targets, right? Just a second. Let me just find some targets here. How far are we gonna go here? Daniel, hello. How's it going? I wonder how much can we go? I mean, can we go to the mid-level of this gap or what? I mean, mid-level of this gap is around 129. So can we drop down to that level? I don't know. It's not accurate, but it's somewhere around 130. Life is good. So life is good. How was your weekend, Loving Nature Guy, or everyone? How was the weekend? I hope you guys recharged. So now that we went down here, on gold, I would be expecting a bit of a movement higher. Okay, so here's the game plan on gold. Wow, I actually like this very much. Look at this. Okay, so that's the 15-minute supply zone. $15-minute supply zone. The mid-level has not been tagged. So the draw on liquidity on gold, at least that's what I would be looking for. And I know I'm usually not focusing on gold, and you have to be careful, but what gold can do is sweep this level down there, maybe even tag the 5K, and then if it would go higher, I would be looking for the mid-level at 5,073-ish area. So this would be a game plan for gold. 25.89 liquidity sweep. Yeah, I like that. Taking out the 89. Oh yeah, the swing low here. Not a bad idea. Let's go, Nixu. Good. All right. All right. Waiting for a bullish candle. Yeah, I feel like that 203, that 5/1 minute CB is going to be important for later. Maybe as the weave up comes lower. We don't know. There's nothing on the 5-minute chart. But I guess we'll see. Look at this. NQ is still going lower. Have you heard about the Epstein files? It's all over the internet. Yeah. It's all over the internet. Yeah. At this point, I think, and I'm not taking sides or anything, I think there's just so many fake pictures and emails circulating on X that you got to think twice which one is real, which one is not. But yes, I heard. Mainstream media, even here in my country, picked it up. So they're talking about those things. 57 likes, let's go. 144 viewers, which means all we need is to, you know, let's get to 70. It's only 13 more. 13 more likes to go. Okay, so nothing is happening on NQ. You know, I think the safer bet on gold, by the way, would be if, and that's a big if we could get above this 15-minute CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So I'm just gonna put an alert here, and we'll see what's gonna happen, right? I don't think I'm gonna do anything until we're getting above that 50-50 level on gold. And yeah, NQ is trying to reprice this whole thing here. I'm not doing anything with gold here. If we get above 50-50, I will consider to buy gold, maybe. And that's going to be a big maybe. So if we get higher, than 50-50 right there, I will consider to look into a possible entry and to target the mid-level of that 15-minute supply zone higher. Until then, until we're hovering below that level, I don't really care to buy gold. So just waiting. Yeah, that's the plan. But I will consider. Edward, hey there, good morning. Welcome back. 5150. It's a little bit higher, right? Actually not impossible, but today? All right, that would be quite a rally. Okay. Strong balls. Did gold close the gap? I'm not sure. There was a new week opening gap. I haven't even checked it, to be honest. No, it did not. It had okay. So yeah, that's actually a good. That's actually a good thing to remember. Now here's the new week opening gap on gold. Thank you for reminding. I completely forgot. This is the new week opening gap low. This is the okay, new week opening gap high. Because this is where the market opened, this is where it closed. Now, technically, it repriced it completely. But if you go to the 5-minute chart, you know, there's wicks here only, which means at 49.96.8, I mean, below that level, there's no down close candles. Let's check the 15-minute chart. Look at that. No down close candles below that. At this level here is still the so-called unbalanced price range. Now, is it significant? Well, now that it has been repriced multiple times, I don't know. Big question. That's a big question on gold. So we can still go down there. Actually, I'm going to put this one here on gold, just in case. But yeah. Doing great, Edward. Hello. Michal, hello. Welcome. Nathan Godfrey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Going on 5 green days in a row. Things were... It's because of micros, yeah. On the CFD, we did not close. Oh, I see. Mark Langley, hello. Hey, Mark. Hold on, I have to check something if there's a lag on the stream or not. I gotta make sure. Seems like okay. Dun. Okay, we're having 69 likes and 150 viewers. We need like 5 or 10 more likes and we're at the goal. Okay, gold is still holding this area. Let's look for possible targets on NQ. All right, that would be the best thing to do right now. Obviously, the best thing is not to do anything, but you just wisely wait. On the 15-minute, this is interesting. These bearish candles for Friday, this would create a demand zone. So this is a demand zone. And when there's a gap, we are anticipating that there is a bullish candle here. So that means that this could go lower down to 25.89, or at least something like that. Further get with, look at the hourly. Let's check the hourly. We will further get with, we bounce from 50%. I mean, this fair value gap you're referring to, right? Boom, banana, hello. Oh, it's on. It's on. Adjust for contract changes. It's on. Yes, it's on. It is on. Right here. You see, it's gray. If I turn it off, it's not. It's right down there. It's on. Short on gold. Let's go, Ron. Well, because you're on the mini and this is the micro. This is the mini on my end. You're watching the mini. I'm watching the micro. Yeah, no problem. Daily. Okay. Oh yeah. On the daily. Yeah. Yeah, there was a fair value gap here. We bounced. I mean, this fair value gap, yeah, we are still below that fair value gap. So that kind of tells us something. We could go back right in the middle, by the way, and that's a good information. Norbert, good morning. I've been shorting NQ from 4 hour, which is the 4 hour supply. I don't know, but a gap. Hopefully it will. Let's check the 4 hour. Okay. Well, this, I don't see this as a 4 hour supply zone, but the gap is really good. So that was technically a good idea. And I think you have a good chance on your short to go lower. So yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Sodager, hello there. Glad to see you too. I wish the same. I wish the same. Yeah, today we don't really have too many news. I mean, we have FOMC member Waller. And basically that is it. Tomorrow we are going to have retail sales. Wednesday is going to be non-farm. So NFP is going to be on Wednesday. Unemployment claim. So this week is going to be good. We have CPI on Friday. Today, no major news. Well, let me check it again on the 4 hour for you. Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I'm just too sleepy still. So let me just go to the mini. It's basically the same. So this bullish candle is, I mean, this is a bearish candle. This is not, this makes it invalid. If this would be a bullish candle here, then this could be a nice supply zone, but it's not, because that's a bearish candle. The highest candle here on the swing, which is picking up liquidity from this fairview gap, which is awesome. In my opinion, it could be still a supply zone. I don't know. Maybe some other traders consider it as a supply zone. I don't, but this is the problem. That candle. NFE is the big boy, yeah. I see. Yeah, so I'm reading that the US might going to bomb Iran again. News are saying that B-52 bombers are taking off, or actually landed in the area. And also, it seems like that the pizza index is still higher. There are 250% more orders from pizza places and restaurants around the Pentagon in the past 24 hours. That's what they're saying. So the pizza index, as they say, I don't even know which website. Yeah, I was reading this a couple of hours ago before I went to sleep, that the pizza index is again 250% higher, and B-52 bombers landed. So it kind of makes it a little bit interesting. The Americans are bringing democracy back to the world, like always. I can't comment on these things, guys. I mean, I gotta leave politics, especially things really. I know many of you guys are from the US, and obviously I don't know the situation. I'm not, I mean, I have my opinion, but I don't really want to get into it. So, but welcome, Philkos. How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. I do have an opinion about it, of what is happening, what is not, what do I think is right or wrong, if US is doing something good or bad. I don't really want to say anything because I'm just going to stay in my lane. Again, I'm okay to comment on the Hungarian politics, but with the US, I have to be really, yeah, I have to leave the politics out as much as I can. I'm going to keep that for myself. I'm just saying that the pizza index is up 250%. B-52 bombers are or landed around the area at that airbase. So who knows what's gonna happen? I don't know. I can't comment on that, Philkos. That's very fair. And in markets, it's best if you leave your opinion aside. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not jumping there, but I'm just hoping that, I know I'm not gonna say anything. So let's just wait and see what the market is gonna do. NQ is so far bouncing off. Look at this. Right from the middle of this zone, because technically this is a zone. It's a 50-minute demand zone. It's a 50-minute demand zone bouncing off from the mid-level. Would be great to find some target here, but I don't know. You don't know where it's okay. $76 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. And now we're at 165 viewers, which means all we need is 24 more and we're done for the day. 24 more likes. Only need 24. Can we do that? I know we can do 24. Of course we can do 24. I believe we could be seeing more people maybe around, or as we getting close to the London Open. 88 likes, let's go. Let's push it. Martin saying if this happens, this will be insane. Yeah, I'm an American and I voted for this president, and can tell you I hate the fact that Trump is spending our good tax dollars in funding other wars. Well, Edward, thank you for sharing that, Edward. And what can I say? I mean, despite which party is everybody, is anyone favoring, or in which country, war is always something bad, right? So I definitely don't agree with war. What can we do? If U.S. Army step in no grass, growing under, yeah, this could be turnaround to target Asia highs. It could be. It could be. Yeah, that 266 is looking good there, Troy. Past 25k apex. Oh my gosh, Sodager. Congratulations for your new funded accounts. Oh my gosh. For $1,500, you got 20 funded accounts. Sodager, that is amazing. For $1,500, 20 funded accounts from Apex. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. I had a short trade. I got goosebumps. Really, I do. Like 20 funded accounts from Apex with one, you know, just like, anyway, amazing. So yeah, we had a short position earlier. I was targeting the new week opening gap high, and now I'm kind of waiting for a possible turnaround. Let's see. Let's hope. How do I determine demand zone? Yeah, so Brennett, I think the easiest way to describe it is if I share a video. Hold on. Hold on. Just a second. So you can check out this video, Brennett, sorry, my gosh, I messed up your name as well. It's because I'm still sleepy. So if you check this video, I explain in more detail. It's not the best edit, I know. It's a 35 minute video where I explain how do I look for supply and demand zones. But check it out, because it would be very, so I can't really tell you in 1 minute, but that's a good video. Actually, I just finished up with the second part of that video. It's going to be a better edit. So in more detail. Nothing really happened, Michael. We're just, you know, unity party. Exactly, Philcos. 89 likes, and wow, we're above 200 viewers, so we need 11 more. 11 more likes. 11 more likes. I know we can do it. I know we can. 11 more likes. Yeah. Caesar, hello, good morning. Yeah, world, please dislike wars. Yeah, no more wars. Just finally, let's have some effing peace, right? We want some effing peace. Okay, so we're still pushing higher here. I feel like We could be aiming for that CB up there. The problem is, break of structure. Well, there is a possible. Deepak, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining the channel, Deepak. And no, yes, Philcos, I agree. Oh yeah, I heard that there will be some regulatory or some bill about the crypto market. Or is there something already? I don't know, but I will look into those details. Yeah, Troy, don't worry about the entry. I mean, I think we're going to get some. Let's just wait for the London Open. And we'll see how it goes from there. I think that's the best we can do right now. There's no structure shift, by the way. Maybe there's some structure shifts here on the 1 minute. It's just not enough for me right now. So let's just wait. Bias for London. Well, now that we bounced off from this 15-minute demand zone, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not really sure. So we bounced from this level, from this 120, going slowly higher. It's a tough question, I think. So hold on, I have to charge my headphone or headset. So yeah, I don't really have a bias yet. For all I see here is, I mean, on the 5 minute there is no inversion yet, or there's no inversion gap. On the 3 minute there is, but again, it's just not enough. This didn't break the structure. I feel like we're still bearish on NQ. It still feels bearish. The low end of the zone on the 15 minute, so possible sell side could be at 89.25. So that's what I would go for, 89.25. Now the plan here for me, so here's the plan. If, and that's a big if, again, I know I say this all the time, but if we shift this 5 minute so I want to see this to become an inversion gap. It's not an inversion gap yet. Once the market goes lower, closes lower than 138, then that would be something I would be interested to look for possible shorts. And in that case, I would be targeting sell side at 89, which would be around 90, so somewhere around 25,090-ish. But if we're not closing below that level, I'm not really interested to do anything with that. So far the 5 minutes seems like picking up liquidity. 3 more minutes until London, actually a little bit more than 2 minutes. Nothing on the 15 minute here, just slow grind. Yeah, so to be honest, if you look at the 15 minute, there's not much happening here to the left. Really, not much. So, you know. Can we go down to 107? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It would be a great idea to completely rebalance the gap, and that would make some sense. to go for that 89, but I don't know. Randall is here. Hello, oh my gosh, Randall. I forgot to write you an email for the weekend. I wanted to schedule a bit of a chit chat. I hope I can still. I'm gonna write you back. I guess it's for next weekend then, but I was thinking, like, I forgot. I'm really interested in what you were saying. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. 95 likes, everybody. We need 5 more to hit the 100 likes. Let's go. NQ is building up low resistance liquidity. I see possible push higher. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of having some trouble. If some of you guys more into ICT or smart money, I'm having a bit of a problem understanding low resistance liquidity. Like, what would be considered low resistance liquidity? I know what could be considered high resistance liquidity. Those are usually like consolidation areas and things like that. But how, because I'm still learning, what would you guys consider low resistance liquidity levels? This one's definitely pushing. Here's the London Open, by the way. Gold looking okay, 2 for 1. Let's go, Ron. Congratulations. Less or no order blocks. Okay. Yeah, so in this case, that CP up there at 200 makes no sense to me. Yeah, I mean, oh wow, look at this push up to 203 maybe. So be careful chasing it. But yeah, I can imagine this one going up that 203 level. Wow. Look at this push. What a push here. Yeah. Wow. Seems like it's going. Oh. Forgot. I'm not in a trade. Just algos is going down. Yeah, I feel like this was such a strong move here at the open. I feel like it's just faking out. It's a fake out move, but yeah, let's wait a little bit more. I'm not jumping in, but if you guys take a long position, we have that fair value gap higher for possible liquidity. Let's see, Ron. Let's see what's happening. Gold is still holding this area. So there's a, I mean, possibility to go lower. Because this is a zone here. No reason for this move. Okay. So I guess then we can call this as a possible fake out. I mean, other than seeing that 5-minute fair value gap up there, I don't see anything else. There's no supply up there that I would go with. Yeah, nothing on the 5. Maybe there would be something on the 15-minute as a possible supply. Okay, I have to put this in, but there is a supply zone here. There's a 15-minute supply zone, but it's not looking good. It's not that it's the textbook level. because it looks very trashy. Okay. It might want to go for that gap there. Seems like it wants to. Lower liquidity could be on NQ 5-minute above us. Oh, yeah. So this area, right? So there's nothing in the way to stop it. But, you know, what about this consolidation here? That's what confuses me all the time. Small swing highs near each other. It can be called trendline liquidity. Yeah. There is no fair value gap against us. There is a low resistance area. That is true. I mean, there's nothing in the way. I know the next level is basically up there at 203. Question is, was this a fake out and now it's going to turn around, or is it going to try to push up there? You know, that's the big question. Considered 921 till now. 921. 721. What? This whole thing? Low resistance. Okay. Yeah, let's hope so, Ron. I'm rooting for you. Yeah, we have the 200 level there. I don't know. I have my limit order. That's when I'm gonna buy 2 contracts. It can F around and then it'll, yeah. We'll surrender. We'll see. It's definitely an interesting start. For sure. I guess we tagged the 200 there and going higher. And still didn't go for that 203. That is interesting. It still didn't go for it. Just a sweep and go the other way. Volume traders say consolidation is high volume. Yeah, I know. Yeah, usually volume profile says consolidation area is point of control. Yeah. And these fair value gaps are usually the low volume nodes. And now we just tagged that level. Okay, so we're in that CB. and we have that supply zone higher. I cannot jump in. I don't have an entry here. I'm sorry. I just can't. Part of me tells me that this can continue higher to that 226. Man. You know, maybe for a scalp it would be okay if we could close above that this 211-ish area. So if we close above this fair value gap here, but I don't like the range. So this is just low. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay. So no, it would be only like maybe 10 points. The range is just not enough. Because even if I can get a fair value gap here and jump in for the supply zone, that's just not enough. And there's nothing on the 1 minute, nothing on the 5 minute. I know I can't take this long. I can't. So even if it goes higher, I just have to wait. Warren, hello. Patience. Adequately pump higher than that. Yeah. Actually pump higher. Yeah. So we took liquidity from this CB. What happens next, right? You would have held it. Well, what can we do? Time to get out. Let's see gold. Okay, gold went higher. Back to this 15-minute CB. It's kind of acting up as possible resistance. I really can't say what to do here, Ron, but you know, if it breaks the current swing high on the 1 minute, if you really, so if I would be in a trade and if I would really be attached to this trade, but there's a fair value gap here. Look at that. That's the problem. We have a fair value gap to the left here. I think it's there on CFD as well. If we break higher than this small swing, then I think I would close it. But I can't really tell you what to do here. It's a tough situation because this zone is looking good. This fair value gap is acting as a possible resistance area on gold, so shorts can still be in play. The problem is that price is consolidating and congesting into this small area here on gold, and it could be spiking higher. So I it's not my call. But you know, worst case, you put your stop here above the swing high and just let it be. Because it's a really tough situation on gold. I put my alert at that 5,050 level, and we'll see what happens. We are having 106 likes. Thank you so much, everybody, for liking the stream, and for the new subscribers as well. You guys are amazing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We are getting closer to 9 and then 10,000 subs, which would be a game changer for the channel. So let's do it. Well, yeah, worst case scenario, you're losing $50. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Thank you, everybody who subscribed, and thank you for the likes. You guys are amazing. If you still haven't pushed the like, of course, then, you know, it's the best time to do. Okay. Look at this. Kelly, I don't know. In order for me to jump into a sell, I need something like this. I need another inversion in order for me to jump into a sell. This is not confirmed yet on my end, so it looks good for a sell because it picked up liquidity, but the problem is that we're having a supply zone higher and we are quite close, and the VWAP is also there. So in order for me to change my bias right now, I mean, not to change my, but like to consider the short position, I gotta get below 164. Until then, I don't know. Fiocos, let's go. 25 points. Hey, nice. So yeah, exactly what Warren is saying. Careful with the shorts here. I think it's still ready to push higher. I'm not taking a trade yet. I mean, I had one trade earlier, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. I lost an Apex evaluation account at the market open. But currently today I'm doing okay. Actually, these are some accounts that I traded. So this has been an evaluation. This is also an evaluation. These are funded accounts. So I'm doing all right this morning. So all is good. But yeah. Oh wow, look at this push. And this was at the Sunday open because I wanted to short down to the gap. Okay, is this trying to push it up there? Hey Nixu, I've been trading since well, I had one very bad round at 2018 to 2020. Then I stepped away because I lost a lot of money. I was trading my personal cash account in those 2 years, and I lost a lot on Forex. And then in 2021, I started again, restarted everything from scratch in 21. And my first payout from prop firms was in 23 from Top Step. So it took me 2 years to get a payout in 21, from 21. Almost that, yeah, more than. Oh my gosh, that's gold. I'm sorry, everybody. That's gold, pushing higher. I'm sorry about the noise, and it was super loud. I'm sorry, I apologize. Well, that was gold. So gold is pushing higher, NQ is dropping. As I said, I'm gonna wait for a possible inversion here. And just a quick look on, oh wow, look at this gold. Wow, wow, wow. Still pushing. You know, I'm a little bit interested to jump into a gold trade. Maybe it's only me, but We closed higher. Yes, I mean, not since the beginning. I'm using the same strategy since early 24. So early 24. From 21 to end of 23, I was using a little bit different approach. But from 24, I would say from early summer, I'm using the same exact strategy, which is supply and demand. So, yeah. The same thing over and over. Sorry, I'm just kind of measuring this possible entry. I'm trading about 2.5 year, mostly with prop firms. I'm not fully profitable, but I say I'm around break. That's very good. If you're break even, that is actually a huge progress, by the way. That's an amazing progress. I'm putting a buy limit order on gold at 5,045.3. Maybe I'm going to regret this. Only one single micro. Yeah, so the thing is, the entry model, the core entry model that I'm using is the ICT 2022 model, but I divided this to two parts. I'm not just using the ICT 2022 model for reversals, because I noticed that 90% of traders out there who are using the 2022 model are using it for reversals. I'm using it for continuation as well. So I can give you an example here. Okay, I got tagged into gold. So I'm going to give you an example. For example, here, let me just, I'm going to leave this here. Let's see this price action here at 254, 55, 56. So this push here, there was, and I have to zoom in. This might not be the perfect example, but it is an example. There has been a liquidity sweep by these bearish candles. We picked up liquidity, for example, this fair value gap. So that fair value gap for me is considered as a possible pickup of liquidity. Then this here, where is it? Okay, this here is a potential market structure shift, bullish. Now in this case, this is not really a market structure shift, right? Because it's actually has been shifted earlier, technically speaking. I would say this is a continuation. So I think the best to explain this is momentum trading. So I'm kind of trading the momentum, but I'm using the 2022 entry model to justify the entry. In this case, we still have a valid entry here, but I'm not entering there, obviously. So that's just one part of the equation. The other part is I need supply and demand zones. So those are my targets. If I don't see a valid supply or demand zone, which looks really good, or at least 6 points out of 10, I'm not taking the trade. So let me give you another example here. Well, this is not an ICT, but almost. If this would trade it just one tick higher, this would be an ICT 2022 entry. This is 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 an ICT. No, that's not. Actually, no, it's not. No, that's actually, yeah, it is. ICT 2022 entry. So it's all around the place, by the way. It's all around. But it's, if you take every single 2022 entry, you're gonna be cooked. So I need, if I don't see a level that I like, that I really like, and I love the supply and demand zones, I really do, I think it's amazing, then I don't care about the ICT entry at all. If I don't see it, taking it. Now, in this case, I entered to a, why is it not showing up? Oh yeah, wrong account. Okay, so in this case, hold on. In this case, on gold, I love this supply zone. I definitely love it. Now, this is not practically an ICT 2022 entry. I know that. I'm perfectly aware of that. This is more likely, we're missing the liquidity part on this one. So there's no liquidity sweep here on gold. We have a continuation, a nice up close candle, and, you know, structure continuation, which is great. But otherwise nothing. Hold on, I have to put a stop loss on the trade, because without a stop loss it would be a little bit difficult. OCO order. All right, I'm gonna put my stop below there, and I will try to put my TP higher, actually way higher, to that 72 area. I know it could be a stretch. Actually 69.4 will do it. Once we get to this level, which is going to be this is a supply zone, by the way, on the 1 minute. If we can get higher than 5056.3, I think I'm just going to move my stop, because, you know, why not? Best would be to close higher, like at 62. But let's see. There's a very good chance for this push to get to 5056. I'm sorry, I'm still sleepy. Let me read the chat, because I know I'm way behind. But that's the gold trade. Yeah, that was gold, and now I switched back to NQ. On the left, you see my gold trade, only with 1 micro, not a big deal. On the right, we're watching NQ still. I'm waiting for the market to go below that 163 if it does. If not, then it's fine too. Yes, I'm in a gold long position. Yes, I usually say the opposite thing. I think order blocks are basically supply and demand zones. Now, again, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings who are, for you guys who are following ICT or closely following. I think ICT helped me a lot. His lectures, by the way, I will always be grateful for his lectures. I think ICT was the one who rebranded supply and demand zones into order block. And I do remember not too long ago, a couple of months ago, he was ranting a lot on people like me. Like, he actually called people like me morons and complete idiots by thinking that this is supply and demand, because he specifically said supply and demand is bullshit. So that's what ICT said. He said it's a total bullshit. It's order block, and he created it. He coded it and he created it. So I don't want to argue with that. I'm still going to call it supply and demand zone. And he said everybody who's using supply and demand is a complete moron and idiot. That's what he said. And I said, all right, then I guess I'm going to be a moron. But I'm using it as possible targets. And I'm okay with that. I'm not going to argue. If you guys want to call it order blocks, by the way, by any means, you can call it honeypot or rainbow, whatever. I don't care. But yeah. Yeah, let's see. Upper quadrant, I see. Oh, let's go. Dominic, good morning. Over the weekend. Let's go 190. That's a good one. That's a good one. Helicopter, helicopter. We're gonna name it helicopter. Helicopter. NQ25 257 re-entry moron. Idiot moron. I know. I'm okay. No problem. As long as I can make profits, it's okay with me. Well, so far, it seems like volume is slowing down a little bit here. I need to get some tea. I need to get a tea. Not me. Everybody who is using supply and demand. That's what he said. Not now, but it was a couple of months ago. I don't know which lecture was it. I will find it. He specifically said that anyone who is using supply and demand, and he was laughing, is a complete moron. I was like, okay, I take it. No problem. All right. I'll be right. I have to get some tea. I'll be right back. Smash the like and subscribe. Just 1 minute. All right, I'm here. I'm already here. It was quick, right? Oh, Hulk block? Yeah, maybe we can. Oh no, my gold trade is not looking good. No problem. It's okay. Spider block. Because price is algorithm. True, true, true. I mean, I do believe and I know that there is algorithmic delivery all around the place. And that is why I was listening to ICT for a long time. Because I don't care. I mean, it's not about ICT himself, but like, I do believe that the market is being ran by not maybe one algorithm, but multiple algorithms, right? And I do love that concept. And that's not just a concept, that's actually a fact. But yeah. Oh, look at this. My stop is 36, right below that swing low. Okay, maybe I should just put it a little bit lower to like 35.7. And that's it. No more messing around with the stop loss. Ahmed, hello. What's up? Gerald. My first payout trading 3. What? You had your first payout of 300. Please confirm. I didn't open up. I just refined it. I just refined it just a few ticks, just in case if it wants to wick the swing low here. That's it. Just a few ticks there, you know, in that case. And NQ is still going down. So let's see what's happening on NQ. This is the 5-minute chart on the right on NQ. I'm going to get this alert off because you guys going to go nuts when you hear the rooster again. And once we close below this level, then I would be interested to target the mid-level down there at 120. Well, up and down. Gerald, if you got $300 in payouts, that's amazing. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. 120 would be my target here. What the? Is this real? Okay. Five prop firm accounts from $5 to 40. Let's go. I think Randall was right here, right? Randall, you were saying we were going lower here? I have no position here, but you know what? I'm kind of considering to open up something. It's repricing this gap. What we closed lower. Let's check the 5-minute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's see how the 5-minute is going to close. All right. If the 5-minute is closing inside of this inversion gap, then the shorts are still not in place. Ever tried those prop firm accounts that say pay 888 and pay Eval? No, I haven't, Eric. I don't know. I haven't. Of course, so we closed inside of that gap, which is not a good sign for me to go short yet. So I'm not going to. As this says, supply is irrelevant to futures. There is no supply and demand. Yeah, and that's why he said anyone who's using it is an idiot. That's why I think I heard a similar thing. Exactly. Exactly. He said like there's no such thing as supply and demand or something like that. And I think he also mentioned futures. Futuristic Times saying it will go up to 260. Okay. Well, so far we are still inside of this gap here. Gold trade is not looking very good. Just a wild guess. That's not a wild guess. This. So if we would have closed somewhere around 160, for example, then I would be saying like, okay, it looks good for shorts, but now it's not. It's not. And in this case, I would be still focusing on that 15-minute supply zone up there and waiting for a possible entry. Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. In this case, I need a close above 195-ish area. $195. We are having, wow, 244 viewers and 122 likes. That is amazing. Can we push the likes a little bit more? Thank you, everybody. And thank you for the new subs. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do. There will be a giveaway this week as well. I think so, because, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sohaib, hello. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the channel. What happened to the DEX right now? German 40. Oh, I think I got it off. German 40. Oh, wow. Oh, Ron, wow. Okay, this is from last week. I think we talked about that. Look at. Yeah, a bit of a spike. Yeah, this is a 1 hour supply zone here. Patrick, thank you for joining us. Welcome to the stream. It looks like German index is really like bullish here. I feel like we could go higher. It's at a round number of 25k up there. That I think it will be bullish for now. It could go sideways a little bit and maybe sweeping that swing low, because that's actually a demand zone here on the 5 minutes. So it could be sweeping down to 790, but I would be eyeballing for that 25k on the German index. At least that's what I would do. Not financial advice. Oh my gosh, Dion. Thank you for the new subs. Yeah, so gold. There's a 15-minute supply zone higher, and we actually closed higher than this 15-minute sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So I think we could be going higher. Basically, that is it, nothing more. We bounced off from this demand zone, shifted structure. Now, it's still dangerous. It's a dangerous area to be in. If you go down to the 1 minute at 5,056, that's actually a 1 minute zone right there. So we have some good targets on the upside, but this is why it makes it a little bit more trickier. Feels like a bull flag. We have some supply up there, but are we gonna make it? I don't know. If we can get to 56, maybe I would put it to break even just to get done with this. But gold is dangerous right now, as always. This is gold. Oh, sorry. This is gold here. It's just futures, MGC. I do have gold somewhere. This is the CFD. You see? This is the CFD contract, what you're seeing. And this is what I'm seeing. This is what you're seeing. And this is what I'm seeing. Basically 98% the same. The numbers are a little bit different. Yes, because this is futures. But the chart looks, as you can see it, it looks 98% the same. Not exactly the same, but like 90. Okay, let's go with 95. 95% the same. But on futures, these are the levels that I'm kind of seeing. Alberto saying silver is the new crack. Okay, a 63-point pullback. Ask yourself why after the run up. This tells you they are trying to condition the traders to trap them and head lower. Yeah, I like the idea, by the way, Randall. I definitely like the idea. And DEX, yeah, we talked about DEX. I don't have a subscription for the data. I'm not subscribed for the data on DEX. I mean the EUROX. I don't have that. But on the German index, I was saying on the CFD that it looks like it might be aiming for that 25k. It could be sweeping this low because there's a demand zone here. So it could be sweeping below 700 and I don't know 88, but then going higher to 25k. I think that's just obviously we need more information. Tom Hogarth, the DEX man. He's the DEX man. All right. Oh yeah, I think he was trading. Oh, look at this, Randall. I think you're gonna be right. He's a legend. Yeah. FTSE. Yeah, I wanted to say like I thought he was trading FTSE, but then I remember DEX too. Okay, here's my phone to the market makers. This is the phone I can call them on. It's a direct line. It's a classic flip phone from the old days. So I'm gonna call them if you guys need me to call them. The Einstein of Wall Street. This is full retro. This, you guys, is an Ericsson. Hold on. Oh, come on. I can't put the battery in. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. Full retro. So I love these. I love this phone. I used this phone 26 years ago. 26 years ago. And here's the other one. I have two. Ericsson T28 and Ericsson T29. Exactly. This is like from Star Trek, basically. I had this phone 26 years ago. This was super high-tech phone back then. This was a fancy phone back then. At least here. All right, going lower. Are we gonna close below this gap? You know, if we can catch like, I don't know, a couple of points. It was very expensive back then. Yeah, it was, you know, when someone was using this, you're like, ooh, where do you work? You know, what's your job? Ah, yeah, new week opening gap. No, I didn't have a pager. No. My first phone was an Ericsson A1018. So that was like a huge, like a brick. And I was clipping it on my jeans, you know. You can see it like, you know, you're walking on the street, like singing Staying Alive, you know, and you were clipping it on your jeans. Investors, hello. Oh, HD photo again. HD photo, the 6310. HD photo, legközelebbre megleplek, volt egy 62-10-esen, valahol itthon van még. Egy 62-10-esen, képzeld meg, 32-10. I'm just saying I had a 6210 and I had a 3210 Nokia as well. 3210. So not the 33, the 3210 Nokia. I remember I was playing Snake, multiplayer Snake with Bluetooth, you know. With the other 6210 Nokia, we were able to play Snake against each other. Vagy 31, az amiben bele kellett szerelni a rezgőmotort. 3000 forintot fizettem 1998-ba, hogy betegyék a rezgőmotort a telefonba. Akkor 3000-et, akkor annak idején. Sorry, just nostalgia here. I was actually paying for a guy to put in the, what's that? The buzzer, you know, not buzzer, but like, you know, it was buzzing. By factory, it was not, but then they put a buzzer into the phone. I'm having a stroke. This is Hungarian language for you. There you go. Yeah, you just heard me rap. Yeah, exactly. A bit of a nostalgia here. Oh my gosh, I'm old. I am super old. I'm going to show you guys my first phone, all right? I'm going to show you my first phone. Okay, so here's my first phone. This was my first ever cell phone. And this was like a big one. Like this was really like huge. Yeah, exactly. Well, this gold trade is not looking. Oh, by the way, what's. Oh, gold actually. Gold tapped the zone. I completely ignored this. Okay. Which is not a good news for me. I think I might have to close down my gold trade. I'm sorry to say it like this, but since I'm not seeing up close candles here, I might going to put it to break even and just, yeah, that's it. So my problem with this gold trade is that this huge rejection from the supply level there, I think it could go lower, and I just don't want to babysit it anymore. So if it ends up being break even, I am very happy with the break even on this trade. It was a very strong rejection from that supply zone, so it could go lower, and I don't want to be in this trade anymore. So this is the reason I put it to break even. I just don't want to be in this trade. So it's fine. I'm okay with that completely. Unfortunately, I think it's going to go lower. But you know, for good news, look at how beautifully it rejected from that level. Absolutely great rejection. It kind of tells me that this was absolutely valid supply level. So I'm okay. Still hovering here on NQ. You remember those phones, right? Siemens A40. Whew, I remember that. Yeah. Trading Star. Did I forget to say hello to you? Trade asks from what? Did you write something which I forgot? Maybe I didn't see you there. StarTech. Oh, Motorola V3. Yeah. No, all right. I remember the Motorola, the V3. Yeah, I had one of those, by the way. I was into the phones really much. I mean, I had an Ericsson T18 as well. I love the Ericssons. I love the flip phone. I love this flip phone thing. Nowadays, I'm only calling the market makers on it. Three-way pagers. That was a joke. Okay, sorry, no problem. You said you don't want the trade anymore because of rejection. Oh, okay. Trading Star, I slept like 4 hours, so I'm slow. So I'm very slow. I'm very, very slow this morning. And the worst part is I'm gonna go to the gym after this session. I'm heading straight to the gym. But I have bad news. Last week I went to the gym, but I have some bad news, and the bad news is that I didn't lose weight last week. Guess what? Okay, we're out of this. So I didn't lose weight last week. Imagine that. I did everything. I didn't eat too much. I kept myself on low calories, and I went to the gym. I didn't lose a single kilogram. So I'm a little bit disappointed, but anyway, I'm going to the gym. We're busting jokes, making money. Thank you, Bryce. Right, all right. Let's see what's happening. 129 likes. Let's go. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh my gosh, what a consolidation and what a rejection here on gold. I still like the idea that it could go higher, but we're still good on the day. Bitcoin resuming downtrend. Oh, below 70K now. We'll see. $10K steps, it takes time. Yeah, I know. That's what I should do. 10K steps every day. But now I'm gonna go to the gym, you know. I know, that's what I'm trying to do, Ron. I'm trying to, so I do have the calculations. So even if I'm sitting here and trading and streaming, and basically this is what I do, I still need like 2,400 calories because of my height and age and kilogram. 2,400 calories, which makes it like if I'm staying below 2,000 or like 1,900, then I would be in a deficit. But instead, I mean, I'm keeping myself around 1,600 or 1,700 just to make sure I can lose weight. But the problem is, last week I didn't lose weight, but I know that I kept myself on the proper amount of calories. So I don't know. I was a little bit disappointed. Counting calories that doesn't lead to those good amount of weight. You need fasting. Oh my God. The problem is, that I love eating. That's the problem. I love to eat. I think eating is great. How can I survive with no eating? But yeah, I know. I know, fasting. That's what I should do. I gained muscles. Maybe I did. Who knows? Who knows? I just stopped to eat after 18. That is all. You lost 15 kilograms. You put on muscle with the gym? Maybe that's the case because, yeah, I'm actually eating these protein shake. And my friend who works in the gym told me that if I drink that protein shake, that's actually going to help me build muscle. And obviously, if you build muscle, that's extra weight, right? But, you know. Guys, this is going to be, this year, this is going to be a struggle for me to get in shape. I know that. But I will do everything. I will do my best. I promise. Oh, look at this gold. MSG UFO. Sugar. Yeah. Yeah, sugar is the problem. I'm not eating sugar, but there's sugar in everything. Cutting out carbs and sugar works, so keep eating steak and Kentucky, but just don't eat the mashed potato. I love potato. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, Fizzlet. I know. Cutting sugar. The problem is, like, I checked lots of things and there's like basically everything is filled with sugar. Like there's so many sugar in every food that I buy. Red potato. Yeah, I eat red potato, by the way. So when I want to eat some potato-ish thing as a side dish, I go with a red potato. That's low calorie and low carbohydrates. So, and no sugar. Actually, that's not that low, but sugar, there's definitely lower sugar in that. Okay, look at this. Are we gonna go lower? I kind of have this feeling that NQ wants to take this lower. I just don't have the potential entry here. If we would close below this inversion gap, then, you know, Anyway, we're gonna have the pre-market open real soon. Okay, here we go. NQ is slowly going lower. And Randall, I think you were absolutely right, as always, this morning. Look at this go. Oh my gosh. Okay. How is the 5 minute? 5 minute could be closing below this inversion gap. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Trading Star. That's true. That they want people to get sick and unhealthy. That's how they make the money. It's actually not even funny. It's serious. That's how the world is operating nowadays. Okay, so we have the pre-market open. What's it gonna do? Are we gonna go above this inversion gap again or not? How is Nvidia? Oh wow, look at this. Nvidia, Tesla is up there. Meta, wow, what an open. Bit of a confusion here, right? Nvidia is a little bit more bearish. Ascending trend line. That will break. Ascending trend line. 4 minute. Something like this. 5 minutes, sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's an interesting area here. Kind of looks like I jumped into a short, by the way. Oh, why is it not showing? I hate when it does that. I always have to recalibrate in Ninja. Only 2 micros, and this is on a different account than earlier, and I'm not copying this. I want to see us go down to, I don't even know where, to be honest. I want to see on 39. Yeah, I want to see this inversion gap and the small zone being broken down there. I think it's a good target. 140 should be good. 140.50 if that's the deal. And overall, if this would be the good side, then we should be getting back to the middle of this 15-minute demand zone anyway. So you know what, I can actually put this down to 122 if I want to. Not looking good now, I know. It will chop on the way down. 95. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put my TP to 125.25, 25.50, and that's it. If it gets there, awesome. If not, then that's it. It's a very small position anyway. I'm going to get this trend line off. Not that I don't like it. I love it, but I get the idea. I know. Gold pushing. Oh my God. You know, it took me out here and then boom, going up. Yeah. 5,073 could be a good target. And now I'm feeling some FOMO. It's fine. Guys, I am going to call it here, and most likely this trade is going to hit the stop anyway. So, but who knows? I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to leave this trade on, and yeah, it's going for my stop, of course. I feel sorry for the gold trade. And we made a nice short earlier. NQ, it seems like it's going to squeeze more people here on the upside. Stop is 87.25. TP is 25 down there. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, live program is garbage. We'll talk about that. I don't know. I haven't checked the details. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll be back for early New York. If you'd like to support the channel, please use my code. It's up there. You can see it. It's good for MyFundedFutures. All the accounts, you can get the best discount. Also, Apex is down 80%. Bulenox is back to 79%. Check it out. And Funded Futures Network buy one get one for free promo is still on. Take Profit Trader trade day with the daily payouts, and of course we like Lucid Trading, and there is what else? We still have some others. Anyway, the code is the same. Seems like this trade is going to the dumpster, but you know, it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back for early New York session and then my Funded TV today. So God bless you all, and cheers.